They want you to be afraid.
Equality and democracy are under assault.
I think our country is dead. We're a failing nation, and I think we're going to fail completely.
1 in a million to one villain. Too hot to be in the kitchen, I'll end up melting the ceiling.
In 2016, Donald Trump took to the stage and completely annihilated his competitors. Many of the Republican candidates were lifetime politicians who had grander names than Donald Trump did in that world. But yet, he still went home with the title. Then he went on to challenge Hillary Clinton and basically became the next president of the United States of America. Just like that. Boom. But guess what? That's not where the problems ended. Donald Trump wasn't able to fix all of the issues in the country, nor was his predecessors. You know why? Because the government cannot fix your problems. But one thing the government is very good at is making you scared. Now, I bring up the Donald Trump example because that is one of the most recent phenomena that we've dealt with. So many of you can recollect it and understand some of the hot topic issues that was being discussed at the time. But I can still reflect and remind myself often that some of those same issues we were arguing and debating about when Donald Trump was running against Hillary Clinton, we're still arguing and debating about them today. Because there's an expectation that if your guy gets in office or your girl gets in office, that they're somehow going to fix all of your problems. But sadly, that is not true. The truth is, politicians want you to be scared. Yes, I'm talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Joe Biden. I'm talking about Hillary Clinton, Mitch McConnell, you name it. No matter who you name, they want you to be scared. Even to run for office, you have to remind people that you have problems. And if you elect me, I will fix them. But guess what? In order for you to elect me, you have to stop those people who don't want to see you get what you deserve. Those people are your fellow American citizens. Those people are still trying to figure things out. Just like you and me, we're trying to figure things out. But psychology tells us that when fear enters your mind, you become vulnerable to manipulation because all you want to do is to alleviate that fear. And these politicians are very good at doing that. They want to take your guns. They want to abort children. They want to turn your children gay, etc., etc., etc. Meanwhile, there are bills to be paid. There is bread to be put on the table. And guess what? You're stressed out because you're trying to provide for your family, raise your kids to be honest, decent American citizens, while also trying to stay informed. But being informed is nearly impossible because there's literally a news article that can tell you anything and everything you want to hear. And some of us actually trust them. I do believe that we need honest and fair news information. I'm not saying that all news is bad news, but what I am saying is we have filters. And we see the news through the filters in which we choose. And they know that, which is why you have right-wing media, left-wing media, and everything in the middle. The reason they want you to be scared is one simple fact. As long as you're scared, you're not focusing on the things that are truly important and the things you can truly change. There is a major class indifference right now between the ultra-rich and the very poor. It's not capitalism, it's crony capitalism. Your government is in bed with big corporations doing their bidding so that they can basically control the market and keep the little guys from taking any shares in the market. This isn't a revelation. This isn't something that you haven't known before. Think about it. Insider trading. Why are our politicians getting filthy rich? See, the only way to stop it is by us to unite, for many of us to put aside a lot of these petty things at the moment to pay attention to what's really important and try to accomplish that. The best way for Americans to empower themselves is by enriching themselves. And you can't enrich yourself if you're fighting over the most basic things that will never give you any political capital. They want you to be afraid. And guess what? It's psychology. It works every single time. Every 4 years, it's always some politician telling you that you have all of these problems and all you have to do is elect them so they can fix it. And then the problems never truly get fixed. The system is supposed to work slow. If you think that all of your issues are going to be addressed every 4 years by the politician that you elect, you're doing it wrong. But what we can do is prioritize. When we start to prioritize the things that's really important that we can agree on, then we can start knocking down some of the barriers so that we can fight over these menial issues. Then those things, we can have at it all day. Debate as much as you want to until the sky falls down and land on the earth. It's that simple. But I'm here to remind you that you don't have to be scared. Election time is coming up. You need to be focused and pay attention to what you need in your life and what's the most important thing that you value. And try to reach across the political spectrum and find common-minded people like yourself and say, hey, we don't agree on these 10 things, but these 2 things right here, we really need to get solved. And I am willing to sacrifice and I am willing to make compromises so that we can get the big things done and then attack the little things later. I'm trying to speak reason. I'm trying to help you calm the storm. Don't listen to all of the promises that the politicians tell you that they're going to fix. Some of them actually mean well, but many of them understand that it's no way that the government can fix all of your problems. Before you go, I want to remind you that I have memberships on the YouTube channel. So please consider going over and becoming a member and help support the channel. It means a lot to me. It helps the channel keep going and it allows me to keep putting out great content. I also have a Patreon. Many other things that you can support are in the description below. So please go check them out and help support the channel. Peace and glory, everybody. Be peaceful and be great. Until next time, I'm out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more. If you would like to get access to exclusive content, consider becoming a member or a patron at patreon.com/thehavylobby. You can also continue the conversation by joining the Hobby Lobby Discord. You can find all the links in the description below.